What's up, everybody? I'm Brian from I Want Tesla. Is version 9 really that good in the Model 3? Or did Tesla miss a couple key features? That's today on I Want Tesla. So don't get me wrong, I like when Tesla changes things. I like when there's an update. I like when they get out there and really push the envelope like they do a lot. Version 9 is a huge change in the Model S. And a lot of people like that, but some people hate it because it looks a lot more like the Model 3. But there's some things that I think they got lazy, lost track of time, making the Model S and X work so well. They kind of didn't do much for the Model 3, in my opinion. This is probably not your opinion, but this is my opinion. There's a lot of cool things to it, but there's a lot of stuff that I don't agree with. I think they could have done better, and hopefully they change. Hopefully they change these things. Let me show you. Do you mind if I show you? Well, let's go. First thing is here, they didn't really change much down here. I mean, this is really nice, and once you sync something or unsync it, it fills in the space. But when it's synced, there's so much empty space there. They should have done more with the layout. I mean, I like where it's symmetrical, but there's other parts where it's not symmetrical, so it kind of throws things off a little bit. And, some things have not changed whatsoever. The music. Things have changed down here a little bit, where you can actually get to your items, you can favorite things. That's a little different, but things that aren't very different in this, you can go full screen, you can drop it low, you can adjust things like normal. You can only go to 8. That's weird. Model S, you can go to 12. There's not a whole lot different. You can swipe it out of the way. Seems like they could have done something a little different with that. The major difference here is this button here. Pops up your menu. 3 of these things are not, or 2 of these things for sure are not needed whatsoever in this. You don't need the charging, and you don't need the camera, because I'll show you why. Keep watching. Keep watching as those go away. Oh, look at that, they're right there. Makes no sense. Why would you hit this to go to charging when you can just go to charging here? And the camera, you go to camera right there. Makes no sense to put them right there. It's a waste of space. It's almost like they just put them there because they had 4 things in there. They could have just made that box centered right above this and had those 4 items in there. Kind of weird how that works. A nice quirk about this is if you have your backup camera going and you exit out of it, or actually what they did, they still never fixed this part. You can't really drive with it and do anything else. As soon as you touch anywhere else, your camera goes away. But you can actually just swipe up and your latest thing will actually come up there. So if you have the energy up, you get out of that, you can swipe up and the energy comes right back up, which is kind of nice. If you go to one thing all the time and you don't go to the others. In my opinion, they should have moved these buttons and got rid of the wipers and done something a little different. Maybe put these 4 buttons along the bottom here, charging, and then the camera along the bottom. Would have left a whole lot more room up here, because I still believe that this is too big. This area here is way too big. The car is big right now, but that's because we're parked, and then you can open up all the things. Once you're driving, this car is really tiny, and then the cars around you are still tiny, and there's just way too much space there. It's taking up too much real estate. Yes, this is a 15-inch screen, but it's using too much of that for blank space. Not a big fan, and I'll show you that in a little bit. You still have these cards that swipe across. Wow, I gotta pump my tires up. It's colder here though. You can see it's 63 degrees. But you still have all the cards, your wipers still automatic or whatever. That has not changed. Pretty much this area, they did not touch whatsoever. And I think they should have. There's a lot better way to make this look better and to make this look like they actually took the time. In the menu settings, nothing has really changed at all. Everything is pretty much the same. Don't get me wrong, there is some nice changes to the navigation. You have everything on the side, which is really nice. So if you want to go somewhere, say Tesla service, your map is over there now. Then your directions are actually on this side, and you can actually make that smaller, and then it'll adjust the screen there. Same thing happens if you hit this button. If you want to see the whole route, you can actually go there. If you switch that back to north is up, or your car is facing north, it actually just gives you a shortened version of that, which is really nice. And then there's still the information menu here. A couple nice features is they changed the clock and they brought it over on this side, along with the temperature outside, and then of course your car, the Atari games. They moved your profiles way over here. This is the dash cam feature, and I'll show you that in another video on how to set that up and everything. Your garage door opener's way over here. That's not a huge deal because that pops up and it's such a big thing you can actually get to it very easily. Not a big deal there. And then your Bluetooth and your LTE, you don't really use those unless you're setting up a Bluetooth device. Not a huge fan of the profile being way over there. I think they wanted to do something symmetrical, but this is not symmetrical. Not even close. I mean, everything is trying to be symmetrical, but up top it's not. They should have put the profile over here, put the T in the center, and then that would have spaced things out a little bit better. Kind of bugs me a little bit. I like the T being centered. The T is centered in the screen, but it's not centered in the map. It should have been centered in the map, not so much the screen or first. Again, there's so much room here that they didn't use that they could have, because this is all blank space up here. So another pet peeve of mine that I don't like, driver profile. Let's go to my driver profile. Guess what you can't do again? You can't set a phone as a key to the profile so it automatically sets to your seat. Like the Model S with the key fob. It automatically sets to the seat of when Karen gets in her car. If she's the only one walking up to the car, it goes to her setting. That's so nice. My daughter and I kind of share this car a little bit, and when she gets in the car, she has to go over here, hit Ashley, and then everything changes to her. I got to do the same thing when I have to switch it back to me. It should automatically just change to whoever's in the driver's seat or whoever's in the car. The other thing, Bluetooth devices. You can still only have one Bluetooth device hooked up to this at once. Tesla, seriously? This is 2018. These are the smartest cars in the world, and we can only have one Bluetooth device? Are you kidding me? Hello? Really?
Is this thing on? Can you hear me?
Why can't both of these Bluetooth devices be hooked up at one time? Makes no sense. So if I want to play something from my iPad mini, I actually have to, I'll go to that. We go to phone. So we go to phone, and it's connect to my phone. This is my iPhone X. If I want to go to a different one, I actually have to click iPad mini. I don't have my iPad in the car right now, but then I have to hit connect and then go to that. They should actually, all Bluetooth devices, there's so much space here, all Bluetooth devices that are in the car, that are connected to the car at one point, should show up here. It should have the iPhone X, should have my wife's phone, should have my daughter's phone, should have the iPad, it should have whoever's phone has been connected to there, and I can easily just tap that one. It makes no sense to me why you actually have to go through the few steps to actually connect to it and then move on from that. Missed opportunity. I think I've been sitting here too long. Some really cool features though is this climate control. This is really cool how the animation, it really shows you how and where the climate's going to be going, where the fan speed's going to be going, which is really nice. And then you can make it auto if you want. I have it on fan 1, so it's not making a bunch of noise for the video. And then you have your seats here as well. You can turn the seats on and then auto off. This is only if you have people in the back seat, because you're going to have your on and off right here for the driver and passenger. But you can do all off, can't do all on. And there's nothing over here. There's no steering wheel either. That would have been nice to have. Or no windshield wipers. The dash cam feature is actually really nice. I do like that. I have an 8 gig flash drive in the USB port right now, and it records for an hour. And then once the red light's on, but that's on when you start driving, if you hit the little button, it actually saves the last 10 minutes of video onto that flash drive, and keeps recording. There's a little pause there, but it keeps recording after that in 1 minute intervals. So I just put it in drive here. We're sitting here. I'm gonna put it on hill hold, and look how small this car is, and look at all that blank space around the car. Yes, I do know there's lanes that'll come out here. There's other cars, other vehicles, but that is huge. There's so much space there that is not being used, and it's wasted space. If that's the case, the car could be bigger. Yes, there's cars behind and forward, but the car could be bigger. These things could be moved out of the way, and then you have more there to see. Blind spot detection. Something can light up on those two sides. It could be a red line on either side to let you know if there's a car there, if you're going to be moving close to the line. There's so much more they could have done here, and they didn't do it. Now, I'm not saying I don't like the update. I really do like the update. I always like when there's an update, but I like it when there's more effort put into it and there's more thought put into this. I personally think they were rushed on this, on the Model 3, because they put all the efforts into the S and the X and production. And there's only so much you can do in a day, and Tesla's really pushing the envelope of what they can actually do and what they can get done. So I understand that. I'm cutting them some slack on this because of that. I do want software update 40, 41, 42 to actually implement some of these changes. Some of the big changes, obviously that's not going to happen. They're not going to make anything smaller, but maybe that's in version 10. It's just things that could be better. But let me take you on the road and show you the screen here, and show you how much real estate is actually wasted. We're coming to a stop here, so you're gonna see some cars. That's actually a pickup truck in front of us, not a box van. That is cool. There's two lines to the right, even though there wasn't two lines. How the cars appear. There's a lot of information on here, but it could have been bigger.
That's what she said.
Now, you guys know I'm not really a negative person. I am a Tesla fanboy for sure. I don't want to be negative. I don't want to bring negativity into this channel whatsoever, but I gotta call it when I see something that I've been saying that I want. And I also know, the Tesla engineers aren't following my channel. Maybe a couple watch my channel, but I don't have anybody's ear at Tesla saying, hey, this should be the way. This is just my opinion, just things that I see that I would like. These are not saying that everyone's gonna like them. You might hate some of these ideas that I say on here. You might love some of them. Tesla has to make it for everyone. Tesla has to make it for the masses, and that's what their focus is. And I think their focus was really on how to get the Model 3 to work in the Model S. I am excited for version 9. It's a little underwhelming to me. I think that might be probably because some of the information already came out ahead of time, or I already got it in the Model S. It's still cool to get any update from Tesla. And all those new people that just got their Teslas over the last 3 weeks, you're gonna find this out where it's so exciting every time you get that notification on your phone, software update. And then you rush out there to do it. So no matter what's in the software update, it's always exciting. It always makes it better. This didn't make much things better, but it definitely did not make anything worse. There's always room for improvement. There's always room to do things, and that's the exciting part. How many cars actually out there get software updates remotely that you don't have to take to the dealership? I don't think many. Some cars with age are worth more money, but they don't get better with age. So I hope you liked the video. Hope I didn't piss anybody off about my little rants about the screen and version 9. If you're looking for a Tesla Model S, Model X, or Model 3, any of those 3 Teslas, you can use my referral code is down below. Referral codes don't work on the Semi or the Roadster. Someone had to point that out in one of the comments. But referral codes actually help me to get closer to that Roadster. We're getting closer and closer every day. It's exciting to see all the people getting Teslas. It's exciting to see that we actually might win the chance to pay the taxes on the Roadster and get the car. That's going to be an amazing car. I can't wait to get closer and closer to that. I can't wait for all you guys to pick up your Teslas and experience everything that is Tesla. Thanks for watching. Stay positive, even though I was negative a little bit on this video. And I'll see you on the next one.